Hi everyone. Well, my webcam has failed me completely, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this video on my original Aveiro camera. So what I'm going to show you is how to scan in. I found this label, which I have temporarily adhered to a piece of white cardstock. And this is a label from the underside of cattle body hair. Ooh. Of a chair that I got, a vintage chair, office chair. And if I find the photograph, I will include that in my blog post. So I thought I would share this image, so I'm going to scan it in and post it on my blog. It's just a regular JPEG, so you could download and play with it. It's really cool. It's from 1951. Do not remove this tag under penalty of law. Don't you just see someone going when you read that? All new material consisting of latex, foam, rubber 80%, hair felt 20%, cattle body hair. And that's kind of roll. License number in Ohio, New York permit, space for stamp. General Fireproofing Company, Youngtown, Ohio. The date of delivery is long faded, but I thought it was pretty cool. So I'm going to scan it in using my Viewpoint Magic Wand too. So I have it temporarily adhered with Elmer's refillable glue dot runner, so I could just peel up, but I want to make sure that it stays stationary when I try to while I scan it. So here's a couple of recommendations. I've used this a few times now, and I think I'm getting a little more comfortable with it, although technology doesn't really freak me out or anything. But I keep the card, which is the micro with an adapter. Let me show you how tiny the actual card is. I keep this separate. I don't keep it in the actual scanner because I think if it falls out, there's no way I would find this. It's just so minuscule. So I do keep it in this little case, and I have an entire drawer full of techie things. Let me show you. See? All my cards and a couple of dollar bills. So all my flashcards are in here, and drives and whatnot, so it's just easier for me to keep it in there. So to put it in, I know it's kind of counterintuitive, but there's the drive port. To put it in, instead of putting it in this way, you actually have to turn upside down until you see the little gold bars, and then put it in, and you'll hear a click. So there, it's in now. And we have Rolling Thunder running through the neighborhood, so to turn it on, press once on the, press and hold lightly on the scan button, and then the screen will go on. And then your scanning surface is in between these two markers. This little one and this one right here. So if you're scanning something, like I have my white Oh, really, Chester? I wish I could show this to you, but my giant dog, my big dog, really the big dog, Chester, is hiding under my desk. Honey, Mommy's doing a video. I know. Alright, I'll do it with him under my desk. Oh, and the Chihuahua's on my knee. Okay. So, to scan, you're going to press down once until the scan light goes on. And the scan light is located right here. And it'll turn green. And then you just slide it across your whatever you're scanning. So it's green. I'm going to go ahead and slide. And when I'm done scanning, I'm going to press the scan button one more time. And then I see in the window that I now have 17 images. Then you can click Preview, which shows you the item I just scanned. It's that easy. So now I'm just going to turn this off, pop out my card by pressing down on it till it clicks out. See, like that. And then I want to place it into the adapter in order, and the way it goes into the adapter is the opposite way that it goes into the scanner. Like that. Pushes in, and now I can pop it on my computer and download the image. So I'll make this particular image available on my blog. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust some of the image, then print a few of them off, and maybe stamp some flowers over it. Maybe scan those in too. So when you go to my blog post, you might see more than just this one image, and it'll be a JPEG. And to download it off of my blog, all you do is right click on it and do image save as, and then place it somewhere either on your hard drive or floppy, whichever your preference is. And as you'll see, I didn't damage it at all. Look how cool that is. I might even scan the back. As a matter of fact, I'm going to scan the back and then I'll have it available on my blog. If you have any questions for me, please leave me a comment. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Hi, it's me. I'm back again. So this is the image that I scanned in, and I just want to show you one more thing. I did scan the images in, but I adjusted them slightly, and I might adjust it one more time because this is the way it's scanned in. As you can see, there's quite a bit of difference. It scans in more orangey than brown, but I did also send a vintage one, and then I printed them, but I printed them at 2 different settings, and I wanted to show you the difference because there is a very noticeable difference. So this one I scanned them both in, or I scanned and just set this in my Word to print it. As you could see the line pixelation. This was printed just regular setting. So you can almost see the color divides. Whereas this one, and I'll put them side by side, the one on the right is printed in with a selection called Best DPI. So you don't see the pixelated lines like you do on the regular setting. As a matter of fact, when you make that selection, just turn this other light on so you can see, you can almost see the grain of the linen because it's printed on linen, so it's a linen tag. Do you see that? So the setting is really much better. So if you're printing something for a project, do a test print in the regular setting just to see whether you're getting a lot of this pixelated or the color divide versus the best setting. Grant you, the best setting is going to use more of your ink, but if it's for a project that is meant to be given as a gift or something you want to keep for posterity, it'll definitely be worthwhile to use that. And the little dots that you see right here, and that's actually something that you might want to keep in mind. I hadn't used my printer in probably a week or so. I don't print an enormous amount of stuff, and sometimes the ink will settle. So the best thing to do is if you've had your printer idle for a while, if it's more than a week, take the ink cartridges out and put them in plastic bags. That's also the case with your Cricut Imagine, because ink will evaporate, and if it doesn't evaporate entirely, it'll cause these like little snotty things that will come out on your print. The other thing that you could do is if you have had it sitting idle and you set it again and you need to use it again, print a test print. And you can have that either in your settings or directly from your printer. So what it'll do is it'll kind of clean the ink heads, the print heads, and if that doesn't take care of it, you can literally select clean print heads. That's not a bad idea, especially if you're going to be printing something in better quality. So there's a quick comparison in regular print versus Best DPI printouts. Obviously I like the Best DPI, but so what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to alter one more, create one more in this like brown, because this is just really beautifully aged. So I'll have these on my blog, and these are PDF files, so I'm not sure if I can place the PDF file directly on my blog. I might just post the actual images, JPEG images. So there you go. I think that's it. Thanks for watching.